Hello everyone, Sheek here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers 3 Series 86 Buzzworthy Bumblebee, the movie. I'm referring to the 86 Transformers movie, Ironhide and Prowl box set, which is them in their death throes. They're dying. It's very macabre. Not sure why I ended up getting them. It was on clearance, which is probably why, because it's very macabre. It's somewhat unnerving, I guess. Especially when you can transform their pretty much dying corpses. It's definitely macabre. They did come with blast effects that are kind of smoky looking, so at least it's not completely energy, so you can make it look like they're smoking a little bit from their battle damage. This is kind of the setup that I kind of showed in the instructions, although it didn't show anything for Prowl really. It was just basic Prowl stuff, which I have not reviewed, which is one of the reasons why I got him, even though it's, dying Prowl. At least if you're assuming in this situation, you could just say he's badly damaged from another battle at some point somewhere, and then, same with Ironhide, I guess. You could just say he's badly damaged, because, I mean, he didn't die until after Megatron killed him and shot him in the back when he was, like, trying to, I guess, stop him with his dying breaths instead of just, I don't know, playing dead. But then again, he might have died anyway, and I'm just blathering on. And for a quick comparison, let's just bring in Brawn, because he kind of was in the same ship and ended up dying too. If I remember right, I think he was the first to go. I think he took a few hits, and then they just all died so horribly. But yeah, that's about for that. Now, Prowl, let's go ahead and take off the battle damage. Or not the battle damage, but the blast effects. And we'll take a look at that noggin. His mouth is open. His eyes look somewhat distressed. Now, the thing is, if they want to be realistic, they could have tried to make him look like they're starting to glow or smoke. Like when, he had his eyes pretty much burn out and smoke or fire coming out of his mouth and all this. Like, I think this is probably somewhat accurate to that. But yeah, he just looks really rough. I mean, not as bad as Ironhide, but then I guess it would take a lot more to kill Ironhide than anyone else, hence his name Ironhide. Anyway, let's go ahead and take off the blast effects. And then we'll take a look at that damage. His windshield is pretty much completely gone. There's a little bit of stressing in there, and then his face, it looks like he's in anguish as well. And there's nothing else. As far as I'm aware, there's no other battle damage hidden anywhere on him. It's just on the front, nothing on the legs. But I mean, to be fair, they did take most of the brunt of the damage on their upper bodies. And this is going to be mostly a review just to show off what they look like in their robot modes. Not going to bother showing his vehicle mode because it's the same as Studio Series Ironhide, which if you'd like to take a look at that, that's also in my Studio Series list if you'd like to check out that review. And then Prowl, like I said, I don't have a review of the normal Earthrise one, so Earthrise / Studio Series, I'll probably just end up doing him instead and just setting him off to the sidelines for now. Let's off the blast effect parts. And he does come with a weapon, just like those are Ironhide standard weapons too, but he comes with this white blaster, which feels like it's slightly too big for his hand, or his hand is slightly too small. I had to struggle to get it in there, but it does fit in there if you really put it in there. But it's just a white rifle. And on the back, it's separate, but you can't. I don't know why they don't just mold it in there, but there is his police lights, and then you can also put the gun on there if you want. And that's and then one last thing, I guess, after taking a look at all this in detail, I do like how they make it kind of dark and smoky. But I feel like they could have done a little bit more with his face. But like I said, that just might have been a little too much as far as, making it too dark and macabre. Like I said, it already is. Okay, so articulation.
Head is on a ball joint. You can look up and down that far. A little bit wibbly wobbly, not much at all. Full 360. Arms can go out that far. Can do a full 360 if you get the wing door out of the way. Bicep rotation. Over 90-degree bend at the elbow. I've noticed that they've, I don't know if there's original design on it, but it seems like they're starting to use a little bit more pins. The tires are still hold on with snaps, but whatever. They are starting to use more pins, I think. Waist rotation. Can do the full splits. Thigh rotation. Legs can go for that far, so quite far indeed. Back about that far. Not terribly far, but far enough. Yeah, splits over 90 degree bend at, and there goes his waist, a little over 90 degree bend at the knee. I guess he pulled in Autobot Jazz from 2007. There we are. Alright, so that could have been helped if they just put a little panel on the back of that just to prevent him from, I don't know, splitting in two.
And then he does
Have ankle tiltage, and his feet are pretty much just the back of the police car. So that is about it for that. So I guess it's time for transformation. Alright, so he's pretty much a standard car former, obviously because he's a car. So I guess first thing we can do is
rotate these.
Heel things in. Flip these up on the inside. Peg his legs together. Rotate at the hips. And then rotate his arms up to untab those. And just unfold everything. Push this up to fill in the gap where his head goes. And then pretty much scrunch everything up. Just fold, well, first off, fold up like this. There we are. As you can see, he just scrunches up because he does have a lot of hollowness in his legs, but for good reason, because as you can see, quite compact. And then rotate his arms till they fold. They don't exactly click into place, but until they slide into place. Just rotate, press in, flip down, and there's little notches or tabs on the sides of his arms that will then tab into the doors. There we are. Just get everything all nice and close and together.
and it doesn't quite sit 100% there, but it's close enough. And he does make a mighty fine police car, if I do say so myself, except for the fact of the bow damage right there. But it's not the end of the world, because his, at the very least, isn't like, you know, his windshield, not as like this. So it's like you could pass it off as just there's some damage on his vehicle mode, like he just got hurt, not killed. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for Prowl's alt mode. And there's Ironhide with his weapons and storage mode, and yes, it looks pretty bad in my opinion, just because like in vehicle mode they are supposed to be empty well, vehicles that people could actually ride in, so that just kind of breaks the illusion. But other than that, he does have like a decent van mode, just like I said, like it is a very good van mode, although it does look like they forgot to paint that side for whatever reason. Maybe that is on the Studio Series 1 as well, I can't remember, I'd have to look back. But yeah, that's about it for this set. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. Until next time, have a good one, everyone.